IssaVibe at Red Autumn. Today we got a special guest. We got DB in the building. Everybody know who DB is here in Atlanta, man. You know, Grammy nominated. You know, back-to-back placements, man. Making it hard, making it easy. We know this don't come easy in the producer lifestyle, man. Just give us an intro, man, on your background. Like, what got you started into making beats, man? Like, what really got you into that?
Originally I'm from Belfort, California. That's like near Long Beach, LA area, LA County. I started making beats. First from having a dream to a dream. I would say I had football dreams, or people call it hoop dreams. Saying for sports and stuff like that. So I would say it really just rallied from there. But I've always been a person that just enjoys music, all kinds of music. I remember when VH1 had VH1 Rock, I would always watch the rock shows, and I would have that playing all night. I'm playing the radio loud at night. Everyone's trying to sleep, but I just have it loud at night. My mom was like, "Why you always got the music so loud? You lucky we can sleep through that, but you got it so dang loud." I was like, "I don't know, Mom, I just love it." So I guess I was just that person. Also, too, I was that inside kid. I was no black sheep like the bad kid, but I was the everyone wanted to go outside and play basketball and stuff. I was the one inside, crisscross applesauce, playing Guitar Hero. You know what I'm saying? I was like a little hippie vibe. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. My mind be like kind of somewhere else sometimes when I'm by myself, where I want to be by myself. I would say. So I would just say I always had an interest of other things than usual. I would say so. That's probably where I rally from music.
I can relate to that, because with music, that's really what brought me into it. Is also because, side story, I used to date this girl in high school. And I used to go over to her house, and she had me watching this thing called Love and Hip Hop. It was Young Bird that was on there. And I was looking at them going to different countries and stuff. I'm like, yo, what type of job do they got? Like, what is this? Like, what do they do? So I looked them up, and they said he was a producer. So, I didn't know nothing about beat making. So I'm thinking produce, like vegetables or some shit.
Right.
So I looked deeper into it, and he was making these sounds, and I started seeing what samples would do, and I found out it was no limitation to you can make anything out of a beat. And that was really piqued my interest. So then I started going into FL. And then I started looking at how people became famous. I came across Metro Boomin, and I'm thinking, oh, so you make a good beat, put it online, you're famous. So I'm making a beat. My first beat on YouTube, I go to bed thinking I'm going to be famous in the morning. Little did I know that shit does not happen like that. But, music is a blessing to even be able to create it. It's one thing, it's a grateful thing to have to be able to hear it, but being able to create it and creating something that was in your mind and seeing other people love what you brought out, and we're doing it from scratch.
Yeah.
It's a mind-changing thing for me. That's what really ripped me into it, because music also gives me moments. I don't know, if you dealt with a heartbreak and you remember this one song from 10 years ago that place that you was in.
Oh, that's me, for sure. A lot of my beats, every single one of my beats comes from a feeling, a moment, or a situation that ever happened in my life. I put names. I put how I felt that day. When I'm making R&B, I'm not just saying I'm finna make an R&B beat. I feel terrible today. I want to make the darkest, saddest thing in my life because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Hopefully, music is really my tranquility. It's my therapy. So, rallying from you saying, just knowing that, how I felt was able to transpire to something that I never thought it would be. I truly feel that is a responsibility in some kind of way, as far as you can take it, because, like you said, it's not easy. It seems easy, in some cases, because when you actually put the work in, but it really isn't, because of it's a different type of creation that you have to tap into the mind, where no one's actually telling you to do that when it's coming straight from nothing, or it is coming from some type of remembrance, but I just think it really is coming from a blank canvas. And you're able to paint it out to the point someone is saying, I enjoy listening to that. I don't know. It is definitely a rewarding feeling, a responsible feeling, knowing that the music that you're making, the music that you're creating, the type of ideas you're creating, someone can relate to it, or maybe can not associate with it to the point they might understand it more.
Most definitely, because it has to be in the heart too. At the end of the day, because there's going to be days where you don't feel like you want to do it.
Yeah.
But just because you don't feel like it doesn't give an excuse to not do it. I don't know how to explain it, but people at home who see where we're coming from gets it. But another question I want to give to kind of piggyback off of that, if there is somebody at home watching this video right now who in the same boat as you as far as they love it, but how do you fight with self-doubt, or like, to the drive to keep going when you're not seeing the results yet and you've been doing it for so long? Like what would you tell someone who asks you that?
First and foremost, know what spiritually heals you. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely say that. I don't want to say just, I don't know what other people believe in, but just know your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And another thing to add on to that is discipline. You got to really teach yourself discipline. And that's why I feel like the dream I had that fell to another dream when I was playing sports, you know what I'm saying? I had a scholarship and everything, but, I had tons of injuries. But however, God brought me to this other aspect of like interest of this interest that I do love, but I just never thought I would make it into like a real business. Like something that would take up most of my time out of my day, and I do feel that like what I would tell someone is you have to create that discipline. And what I got from football is I was this brolic, like husky dude playing linebacker. And I was always lifting weights and stuff like that. And I was good, like I was decent, but I remember my one team, he wasn't even my teammate. He was just I never played a down play with him, but he was still working out and showing up at the school. He saw me lifting. He's like, "Yo, bro, you lift so much. Like you look great, man. You really look in shape. But like, are you running? Are you doing the things that you don't like to do? Like, are you putting yourself into the aspect of like, are you putting yourself in position where others are not even trying to tell you to do that?" I said, here's something that I need you to do, but it's up to you. That's what he told me. He says, it's up to you, but this is what I need you to do. I need you to work on the things that you do not like to do at least 2 times per week, no matter what. And he noticed I told him that I'm slow. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I can't get better. Like that word, I can't. Like you're already having self-doubt saying, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do that. But sometimes when you put discipline into it, your fears can actually tend to drive away from that. Only because you're not looking at the end result. You're appreciating the process. And sometimes you're going to hate the process of it. But just knowing that the result is something that's going to be so unexpected because you're actually working on that every single time. And you're going to see that you're actually moving grander than what you thought it was instead of working on the things that are so sweet. You know what I'm saying? I truly feel when you have discipline, it can take away your self-doubt because you're going to gain that confidence. Like, I've done this a million times. I can do this again. Yeah. I really feel that's what discipline really comes to, instead of having that self-doubt, because that self-doubt can come from just seeing what others do, and that can just be that self-validation that you're trying to seek for. When at the end of the day, all you got to do is just believe in yourself that you can work towards it, no matter how long it takes, no matter how short it takes. Knowing that you're doing this every single time that is being given to tell you, or when no one else is telling you. Like you said, the times when you're not feeling it that day, are you going to continue the process that you committed to you made the commitment to yourself?
Yeah, to yourself.
You know what I'm saying? And I really feel that like when you commit to the higher to a higher power, when you commit to the things that are actually given to you, your tools, can you use that to the point when that moment comes for to level up? Will you be prepared? How would preparation look like? You know what I'm saying? What if you're doing something that no one has ever done in their life? Creative standpoint. There's a lot of people that are creating different types of businesses that you would never think of. Think of like the Ring camera.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought of that? Who would ever thought of making the Ring camera knowing that we already have ADT, all these other security systems. Stuff, yeah. But then someone said, you know what, I want to make something cheap for somebody, something valuable where they have a security from the front door. Now he has it's an app, it's a community. People can talk, like they're on Twitter on there. You seen that Don shit take a poop on everybody's porch? Yeah. We need to go get that neighbor and tell him don't ever do that again.
They're using it in court. They using Ring camera everywhere.
Ring camera, they're using that as in court to let. Thank you. And like I truly feel that. And you know what somebody would say about that? It's like, who thought of that? Like, how did he do it?
Yeah, that's even like with Jeff Bezos with Amazon. He created a website for everybody to sell their own stuff. And for us to buy from each other.
Simply as it sounds, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's taking care of itself. But the thing about it, you got to believe.
Yeah.
You got to believe that it's going to work. There was a video I seen with Stan Lee, invented Spider-Man. Everybody knows Stan Lee.
Uh-huh.
And he brought the idea of Spider-Man to his boss, and his boss told him that was stupid and throw it away.
Dang.
Yeah, like a man spider crawling on the wall. The boss was just like, nobody want to see a grown man crawling on the wall with super strength. He just thought it was retarded. Mm-hmm. And Stan Lee said in a it was like I don't know if it was an interview or something like a TED Talk. Mm-hmm. It was before he died, and he said, if you believe in something that you think is actually good, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Mm-hmm. He said, because you think it's good, so it's good. You know. And a lot of producers at home just watching this, I think that we have to understand that just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. And we need to be able to come out of that shell of thinking that the mountain that we're climbing is so high, because just because the climb is difficult doesn't mean that the climb is forever, you know. And you just have to really believe in yourself and look at the cup being half full rather than half empty. And which leads to another question of mine. What's something else that you would tell yourself now if what you knew, like what you know now, what you knew back then, what would you tell yourself? Wait, how does it go? If you knew what you knew back then, if you knew what you knew now back then, what would you tell yourself?
A couple things. I really felt like when you do see success, don't let temptation let you fall. That was never part of your journey. Mm-hmm. The things that might throw you off, might knock you off, is the type of temptations that you feel that others are doing. Like you're saying, you're seeking validation. I would tell myself that, where you can just focus on what you know and what you're destined for. But sometimes you have to go through that. Yeah, you have to see in all aspects. My phone's blowing up, but you have to go through that. But I would tell my younger self that to stick to the code that you had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely. Keep your family close. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely tell myself that you just never know what things can happen to where you don't feel like you're kind of being like you're just dispersing away for something that could just be easily fixed on through communication. So I would definitely tell my younger self that. And I don't know. Like, I really feel like whatever I've done so far in life is truly the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would tell my younger self say no, but the fact that I always say yes got me here. So I really wouldn't even change too much of what I would say. I would just say, like, just stay away from like them bad juju.
Just pivot a little bit.
Yeah, pivot a little bit. Like, you can say no to that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say yes to everything. Like, you know, it's not part of your crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
So I would definitely say that.
I feel you on that. That makes a lot of sense. You know, because sometimes you let people slide and they start skating. You know, so that's just how people is, man. But
that was funny.
So what's a goal that you're aiming for right now, if it's something that you don't mind making public?
Because
I know a lot of producers usually think, oh, when I get this one placement, that's it. You know, I've made it. You know, so just to give them that realization in the industry, you know, don't try to limit yourself.
Yeah. I truly believe that my goal right now, music-wise, as a producer, I've worked on so many records. I worked on, a lot of my time. I think what right now that I'm really looking for as far as accolades wise, that top 10 producer list that hip hop producers get on. I want to get on that so bad. There's just things that I have to tell myself. Yeah, do it. Because I always tell myself, nah, I'm not ready. Like I still have some type of fears I'm doing. Like I'm not even putting on my own music. You know what I'm saying? As a producer, so I've always been like this beat maker in a sense, but I just know I'm producing the ideas that I'm coming off of. But I've always none disrespect to any person I work with. I'm just saying as far as having my own identity with my music, like Charm music.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I really feel like I have been taking a slow approach on my brand. Even though I'm always branding, I always feel like I'm taking a slow approach on my brand. When let me just say that even I said don't seek validation, when others are actually steadfast into what they want to do, and they're actually finding their own niche and is taking them as far as they truly feel, through their own confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like like what I want to do is always to keep building my confidence, and that's one thing that I feel like that would help me get there is being a number one. I don't have to be number one. I just want to be on that list. I could be number 10. I don't care. I just want to have that accolade of being.
It's just the goal you set for yourself.
That's just the goal I want. You know what I'm saying? And obviously too, like I feel like music production, you can't retire from it, but also there's things that I also want to do in life that I want to build on. Like I definitely like I'm 27 now, so I'm thinking about becoming a pappy. You know what I'm saying? I want a family and stuff like that. Man. So I just feel that way. Like, so I just feel like music production, always having to travel, always having to deal with like the party life. I'm not saying I'm a party guy. I'm just saying the type of music that I make, that's kind of like where I have to be around crowds and other things as well. I kind of want to like pivot from that, like I said, and really focus on what I really want to do. So I just feel like having other businesses that can help with the music, because the music really fully, like you can't. I mean, let me just see.
It's like a stepping stone, really, huh? That's what you.
Yeah, I really think like the music, like just making the music, having good streams and stuff, like it. What's it called? You can make some money off of it. You got really
monetizing.
You can monetize off it, but when you focus on your brand, that's what the real money come in. Like every person that talks about their music, they really said I went broke off of my music. But when they talk about their merch, they talk about their concerts, they're talking about their other platforms, their businesses that they're investing in, they said I am the most successful in that. So I truly feel that me making the investments with my music is what I keep striving for. Just like this, like I love seeing this, like coming in here to your establishment and knowing that you're doing it off the love of music, but it's actually taking you to outreach more and saying, man, I want a platform for other people to come express what they got going on. But one thing that you haven't left from passionately, the music.
Most definitely.
You love music. Yeah. And I love music too.
Can't leave it alone. There's times when you hate it and don't even want to deal with it, and you turn around and still open that laptop.
Yeah. You feel me? And man, I still open that laptop. I'm like, fuck,
man, fuck this shit, man. Damn. Oh, this might be hard.
Man, you really did that before you go to this? Man, fuck this shit, man. I gotta make a beat today.
You taking your anger out on making the beat, bro.
Hey, I've done that before. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, man. Yeah, you wanted Yeah, I ain't gonna never close it.
Cut.
And then I'm gonna stay on it. Like, it might take me 3 hours to make something, like, just to make a melody. But when I make that melody, bro, and I start adding them counters, and I start layering it, Hey, by the way, if you guys have not been buying DB's kits, you need to go on there and get them, man. Every kit he got is high quality, top of the line, and one thing people been on my ass about with all the beats I make, everybody keeps asking for this damn barbed wire 808. And this is one of his kits.
It's one of my kits. And you know what? I say that every single time. That's going back to like what I was talking about the I didn't mean to cut you off if I did.
No, you're good.
But the thing about it, like when I said branding.
Yeah.
When I make my drum kits, I just want to put this out there. Whenever I make a drum kit, y'all, I only make a drum kit because I have a reliable source of a song that's out there. And I sound design all the time when I make beats. Like all the kits I make is all the hours and beats I made from just saying, I wonder if I did this. You know what I'm saying? Like me being like curious of like making other sounds, other stuff. And I decided to make a curation of a drum kit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I always do that. I always use the music to come back to my real business. Like I remember, and that was I still make like a good, substantial money from selling drum kits. You know what I'm saying? Having an online business. Mm-hmm. But that's where it rallied from. The music made the online business. Mm-hmm. Me passionately doing the music made me another business that I never really thought of doing. But it was an outreach, and I was like, well, like someone told me this, so I'm listening.
Okay, yeah.
Someone told me, it was like, yo, bro, you always sound designer, you always make it sound. How come you don't put out a kit? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Cloud. That's the first person that. That's actually the very first drum kit I ever made release with Cloud. Shout out to Cloud. But he also sell drum kits as well. And
heard it here first.
You said what?
No, I heard it here first. He sell drum kits as well.
Oh, yeah,
Go tap in with Cloud. Shout out to Cloud. I heard
Cloud.
Cloud's work. Cloud is amazing. You're a good producer, bro.
Yes, sir. And my phone is blowing up. But what's it called? What I was saying about the drum kits. About the drum kits. Like the thing about the drum kits, like I said, it came from a song that I said, okay, this is fire. And someone hit me up saying, yo, where can I get, like, this said in the intro with the barber, like, where can I get that snare from?
Man.
I just say, hey, I made a drum kit, you can make that. So in the sense of a song that's making me this amount of money, but someone wants to buy the type of sounds that I made from that song, and I made that beat probably like a year ago, 6 months ago. Someone wants to actually invest into their career from whatever I've done from the years beforehand. Mm-hmm. So I'm selling something for $30, $35. Mm-hmm. That thing is compounding because everyone's going to say the same thing. Like, I appreciate the shout out that you just gave me. Someone's going to look up what drum kits that they're talking about.
Most definitely.
We're talking about the Cyber, the Distra, the Deltrons. We're talking about the Frequencies. We're talking about all the drum kits that that's under my name. That's what we're talking about. And the simple fact is, if you want to know what kind of sounds that I'm making with these records that I'm doing, all you gotta do is get the drum kit. That might even help me know like who you are. Like, oh, he invested into my sound. Like also too, that's like in the online world. But now having a physical place like a studio, you're able to bring like just like reoccurrence. You might even end up finding the next artist that you've been trying to find and work with. And that just keep me inspired with the music. You know what I'm saying? I might have that young person that's 15 working with 15-year-olds. I'm 27. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get them on your way.
They got an artist out there. I'm like, well, I got beats ready to go. You need some beats, bro. I like the artist you're working with.
Yeah.
It all plays in part. That's why I just feel like when you really stay, like going back to discipline, when you stay disciplined, really things come to like, come out of nowhere, seriously. And, what was I getting with that? Like I have a record that's coming out with Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Man, I did that beat back in 2022. Well, I started the beat in 2022. Mm-hmm. I took the drums off, and I was sending out the loops. Mm-hmm. Right. So, man, I kid you not.
All right, we're right back at it. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. Now, what was you saying, DB, about the with the drum kits? And you were saying how they became, the hard work that it took on making them, and how it flourished and what it is with dedication and determination. That's what you was talking about.
The drum kits, right?
Yeah, the drum kits.
It really took it from like all them hours, all them days. Like you said, the days no one's looking at the process of me making the music. I was able to make a real tangible type of like piece of work that people can go back and use for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate art, like real canvases. Like someone that's take their time to make that painting, you will never know how long it took them. But now that it's up for sale, you start to have this look at it. It's like, dang, what made them make that? Like the Mona Lisa, what made them take that portrait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it comes just from a blank canvas.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. That's the amazing part of it. Yeah. Next question. How do you feel about AI coming into the music game?
It's a tool. I love it.
You love it? Have you tried the Output, what was it? Output co-producer?
Nah, I haven't. I downloaded, but this is one thing, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying this right now. Y'all need to sponsor me. I'll be using this on my live too. There's this one thing called Suno, where you can create prompts.
Really?
And you can make it like kind of design the music that you actually want, and it's coming from your brain. You understand it? This is coming from your brain. Not as obviously different internet material that's helping it. I mean, like electronic material that's helping you get what you got. And what's it called? It's just been a great tool because you can also do this. There's some melodies that I'll make, right? Now, this is some melodies I did from years ago, and I wanted to revamp it. I can tell them to remix or resound or take it to a whole different world. Like, I have something that's like a dark melody. Can you change it to something reggaeton? Don't give me a reggaeton type of melody.
Is that the one with the genie on it, or is that something?
The genie?
Is that the one with the genie on it that you're talking about?
Nah, it look like they got lava lamps going on.
Oh shit! I need to look into that. See, I know the one that's a genie. I can't remember the name of it, but it does that. You'll put your chords in, and then if you want whatever mood you want it to be in or what vibe, it'll change the chords to be exactly what that is in the key that you put it in. Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but I'll have to come back to it.
But you see how there's different variants of this is going on?
Yeah.
I really feel like it's a tool. It's a business now too.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go to if you want to think about not the consumer side, you want to think of the person that's selling the product, let's change it up. Subscriptions has been the biggest type of outsource right now to be. Let's just say it like this. Let's just talk like idiots.
Okay.
That's the quickest way to be a millionaire right now. Is doing two ways: subscription and not drop shipping. Funneling. Like that's still going on to this day. When you sell a course. Teaching people.
Oh yeah.
Those are the two quickest ways to become a millionaire right now, and the cheapest. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever you're selling, $10, $20, whatever you want to do. You just need a large, substantial amount of people. So you're telling people you're doing something that a lot of people need to understand as a business person, that you're solving a problem. Someone's saying oh man, I can't think of anything today. You go to this website that can. Like, you remember like arcade stuff, you're going to some outsource that can help you create something when you feel like you can't create today. I just want $10 from you though.
Back then, the only thing you could get for free like that when I first started making beats was Looper Man. When I needed to get out there.
Looper Man. Hey, I fuck with Looper Man. But that's the same thing too. I remember they started making you buy coffee. Whatever the thing is.
Oh, like to wait, they changed it now? Like you got to start buying.
You didn't have to start buying. They offered to buy like what a thing like buy coffee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You tip them. I'm just making jokes.
Okay, my bad. I'm so locked in on Looper Man because I remember.
Yeah, Wikipedia does it too. Like when you try to buy a coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's always something. Yeah, always.
Yeah, always something. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel you.
But I mean, there's just so it's a tool. I would say that now. Now, can it be overbearing? It can be if you think that you like I said, sometimes like I said, the word, even though it's not a real temptation, but it can be like that. Like imagine that you're not actually going with the full process of how you do your music to something you discipline on something. Not saying you're changing up fully or what it is, but you're not sticking to the grits and like honorably what you already know how to do your music.
Yeah.
If you don't stick to that, what kind of music are you actually going to make?
Most definitely.
Like when people say, like, I don't really like chasing placements for real. I like making the music. I feel like I got into make like getting into placements and stuff like that because I always had a motto, like 2 songs per week no matter what. But I learned that from football. I didn't learn that from music. And
you're still doing that 2 songs a week right now?
2 songs a week no matter what. I got 2 releases coming out next week. I mean, I always make songs, but I'm talking about like some 2 big releases the same day. I didn't even know that was going to happen. It was totally unexpected. But the days that no one was looking, I was still working, trying to make sure I was making my motto every single time. So that's what I'm saying. Like after all the glitz and glamour, all the ooh ahs you see, like I said,
behind the scenes to learn how to really lay it down, and get it right.
Yeah,
that's the part that producers at home got to learn. They
got to learn that.
You at home right now in your room in the dark, in front of your laptop. After this video, man, go cook.
Man, go cook. I ain't gonna lie, I got my backpack right now ready to go.
Shoot.
I came here for an interview. I came with my backpack with a computer. Someone said, let's make a beat. Come on, I'm with it. What?
And that's how you got to carry that image too on being a producer as well, because that's a good tip on networking that he said. Because even when you go to events and when you come across somebody at a producer or open mic event, if he has a backpack on, the first thing an artist is going to think what? He must make beats, so he must be a cameraman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to carry that image too for you to build your own brand. Because then you can showcase and show what you have on your phone, but even on Instagram, I go to DB's Instagram, or you go to mine, so you go to anybody else's, and or even 100 mil. Shout out 100 mil. Shout
out my dog.
Even on his page, you'll see the work that was being put in. Even if you don't have a lot of likes, you never know who's looking and who's going to take you serious and who's not. You know, so that's another part of the consistency. Because everything you do doesn't need to get a handshake or a clap, because you can't really applaud a fish. You can't really applaud a fish for swimming, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He snapped with that one. Oh shit!
I'm just saying.
Say that one more time,
bruh. Everything you do don't need to get a handshake or an applaud, bruh. That's really for yourself.
I really applaud that though. Don't count. But that's real shit though.
Yeah, bro. Cause you gotta realize the difference in that, bro. Cause if you don't, cause I had to learn that. Yeah. Cause even when we first started working, matter of fact, backstory. I remember the first time I came across you, bro. It was on YouTube, and the beat you made went mini viral, and it was before you moved to Atlanta.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we was DMing and stuff, and then you was talking about coming to the Twisted Genius to the
beat battle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cause he there.
Yeah, we met there. Yeah, cause when we first talked, it was something with the thumb drive. I think you needed your beats on the thumb drive or something like that. At the beat battle, because you didn't have a thumb drive. It was something like that.
Oh,
because that was our first interaction.
Facts.
And I'm saying that to say it's the networking, because the music game is really smaller than I thought it was. It's just you showing that what you did with me as a producer, because I was coming up as well. It's seeing that dedication and seeing the motivation of showing that it's to have fun with it as well. Yeah. Instead of, because when you try to take it so seriously and treat it like a job, and then you're not getting the fruits from it right away like you would at a regular job, your disappointment is going to mount up so much that you're not even going to appreciate the craft of that. You even have this blessing opportunity in the hands and limbs that God gave you to even make something.
Yeah.
That's what, I want somebody to be able to tell the difference in, because I dealt with that a lot as a producer, and I kind of dragged my feet a lot and, missed out on certain opportunities, but those opportunities, what I realized, isn't what makes me. You know what I'm saying? It's what I do and what I choose to do and what I like to do that makes me. And if I don't let nobody get in the way of that, that's what makes me. That's what fueled my fire back up to love music even more. Because I've always loved music. I never could leave it alone, but I had a hard time on defining what it is for me instead of what it needs to be for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my journey is. So anybody with that type of journey, just don't have no, don't count yourself out. Shoot, if you're trying to get on the podcast, man, to speak your piece, this is a platform for anyone.
That's tough.
Just hit us up.
That's a good point, though.
Most definitely.
How does I have a question now.
What's up?
If you don't mind.
No,
I mean, we're asking the same question, but it's my inside, what does that even look like sometimes when just them days, the moments, you're actually doing the work, and you see not one result or the result you're expecting from.
What does it look like?
What does that, that feeling hurts.
It hurts, and especially when it's a song or a beat, you put everything into. You put the promotion behind it, the money behind it, the video behind it, and it just it performs lower than something that you threw out and you didn't even care about. But that feeling, how can I explain that feeling? I guess I would say it's you know how to walk, but it feels like you don't. If you're trying to get to this destination, and
you know how to use a fork.
Yeah, but I'm having trouble eating. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like that for every project.
Oh my God.
And then it's when you try to network with people and they don't follow up with you. But you kind of can't blame them, because you're not putting that dedication in to show, and you're not popping your shit.
Do you feel like that's out of your control?
No, it's not. It's not. You know, it's not because you have to carry
Imagine someone though that has like, is Parkinson's someone that shakes, right?
Yeah.
Think about the fork. What if the person actually can't eat because they got Parkinson's, or is that just an excuse? Because they can definitely shake and still chew, but like.
But the thing about it too, coming up in the music, really anything in life, you always gonna get help. Cause you can't get where you get to without that. Even the person with Parkinson's, he gonna have a maid or a nurse help feed him.
Yeah.
You can still hold your fork and you still know how to grab your fork. You know what food you eat and you still know where your fork at and you can still like, okay, my food is here. You got the right mind to know what's going on, but sometimes you just need that help. Nobody in this world has been successful 100% by themselves. It could have been your mama gave you gas money to make it to the session. Yeah. It could have been a homeboy paying for some food. You was hungry as hell while working on the beat. Somebody sent you a drum kit that helped you get a placement with a sound that was in there. Somebody always was there along the way to help you get to that next step, no matter how short or how big that step is. But people got to remember that you're not by yourself. Because that's where I fucked up at. Thinking I'm by myself, but I'm surrounded by like-minded people who has the same hunger and goal. Yeah, we may veer off in different directions, but at the end of the day, I'm surrounded by people that love music just like me. That's what I was fucking up on.
This is a question for the people, but we're both going to answer in a sense.
Most definitely.
Do you feel like do you feel like that part feels great to do sometimes when you know you did it yourself?
Most definitely. It feels great.
I feel that sometimes too.
Great.
I said, I did it all by myself. When you really thinking about it, that ain't true. Did you hear the songs too? Like, you wasn't there for me when you were like.
But it's people that were there.
Who recorded the song? I mean, shoot. Now you go back, it's like, oh damn, someone you recorded yourself.
But you know, I think it's kind of a thin line with it because you know, it's still up to that person to push himself too, because that's just like. It's just like, even shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna even say something a little personal. Shout out. It was times when I was like a little depressed or I ain't really want to, you know, make beats. This is little shit I used to throw on the Instagram story. Like, man, fuck this music shit. DB used to DM me still, like from time to time, like giving words of encouragement. It was shit that you told me. Yeah, you used to like DM me and hit me up. You did it a lot too, bro. And what I learned from that, it's like, even I heard from 100 Mil, shout out to 100 Mil again. It was like, people can only tell you, you know, or help you only so much, but it's up to you at the end. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's kind of a thin line on what we just said a few moments ago, because people are there to help, but it does feel good when, you know, you push yourself also. And just because you push yourself and nothing came from it, don't be ashamed about it, because that pride is a heavy sin, bro. Pride gets you killed, locked up. It stops you from achieving your dreams. That is such a universal sin that is not a good thing to have in anything. You know, because it's a, and you don't want, and then one of the biggest L's that we take in life are the chances that we didn't take. Those are pretty much the biggest L's we will ever get, you know. So, I just want to say, you know, keep on trying, because you only fail when you stop, you know.
Trying, man.
And before we go, any new projects you got coming out that you want people to stay tapped in for, or anything that just recently came out, you know, anything you want someone to, any shout outs?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this first and foremost. I just opened up a studio this year called the Cabin ATL. So if you guys ever in town, come give a shout. Some projects that I got coming out. Been working with Huncho's album.
Okay.
The majority of the year. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just been looking over that a lot. So ready for that album to come out. Got a song with Baby coming out. I got a song with Wife and Lucci. I never thought that would happen.
Oh yeah, Lucci, yeah, shout out. Yeah.
But shout out to Lucci. I got I just had some songs dropping with Zuvo, you from artist from Texas. Mm-hmm. I mean, shout out to the whole Tron movement, you know what I'm saying? Tron music, all my Tron guys.
Tron,
you know what I'm saying? You know, they working hard, so shout out to them. Shout out to also Trent Records. That's H.O. Jacobs' label who I'm signed to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know there's probably some things I'm missing on that just drop or whatever, but you know, the work
it's all
never
love.
stops.
Yeah,
and,
love's good.
I'm about to be dropping singles very, 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 very soon. I was gonna try to do a producer tape, but I don't know.
I've seen that, man. What's going on with that?
Fear.
Fear.
Yeah, I would say that fully. Like, I really think, oh man, my song's not good enough. But everyone says like the songs I put out or make, it's like they love them songs. Like, I mean, it's like I don't like it. So I'm trying to think bigger when it really could just start now. So you know what I'm saying. So that's really just that stopped me from doing that. But I just feel like to ease up that type of fear, I'm just gonna just drop 2 singles every single time instead of trying to do a whole project. And when I'm ready to do that project, I'll feel confident doing that. That's why I just feel. I feel like putting my own music out. I'm already thinking about the words.
Side note, guys, you see that. It looks great. It's so much success behind, with it on IG and social media on, reaching the dreams of placements and things, but we're all still human. We all still have fear. We all still have things that we're trying to overcome. But you seen right there a tip on how he battles it. It's never going to stop even when you get up there. So if you don't deal with it from the inside, like as soon as you can, or even learning how to coexist with it until you fully defeat it, just don't let it trample over you completely. You still can fight it and get out there every day and still do what you need to do. So that was a great thing that you said on camera for it. Mm-hmm. But DB, I want to appreciate you for coming to IssaVibe the Red Autumn. And everybody, we'll see you next time.